Hi, it's Diana Marchand from dianamarchand.com, and I wanted to just talk about a few of the weird symptoms that I got when I was going through perimenopause. I guess it is perimenopause because that really is the lead up to menopause. Perimenopause is the stage you go through where the big hormonal shifts are and changes, and when you haven't had your period for 1 year, that means you're in or over menopause at that time. So some of the things that I experienced that I didn't really know too much about were, one is irregular periods, of course, extreme to really light, to once every 3 months, to once every 2 weeks, things like that. That's just the extreme. So expect that that's normal. It will end. It will phase over. Also, the memory problems, not being able to remember things. And I know there's many jokes about that, but it's really crazy. You walk into a room and you go, oh my God, I have no idea why I walked into this room. And then you leave and go back to where you were, and then you're like, oh yes, that's why. Also, I'd be in the middle of sentences with somebody talking about something, and then I'd completely lose my train of thought, and then I'd be just gone. I used to be a yoga instructor. When I was in front of the yoga class, what started happening was I was almost talking backwards. I would revert, my sentences would be mumbled, so I'd almost say the end of a sentence and then say the beginning. It was really bizarre. I would say right when I meant left. So things got just odd, the oddest things, so crazy. I got more headaches, definitely more headaches. Now I do suffer from hormonal headaches, still do, but they got worse. I had really bad digestive problems, and I got acid reflux for the first time. I had anxiety, which I'd never experienced before, anxiety, and that was like really uncomfortable because I didn't really know how to handle it because I hadn't experienced it before. Over emotional was probably one of the hardest things for me to deal with. I would see a commercial or something on YouTube and I'd start bawling, like crying. I'd be driving my car and for some reason I'd just get so sad or so upset and I'd cry. And I remember sometimes I would drive my car because something, just got me in this funk, and I was crying nonstop. I couldn't even stop at a store. I couldn't stop at a bookstore that I love reading books. I couldn't go into a mall and just walk around because I was crying so hard. So here I just had to continually drive my car. I couldn't get out. So that was one of the craziest things that I went through. And of course, still, we have these ups and downs. I seem to be a lot more sensitive now than I ever used to be. Some of the other symptoms. Well, the hot flashes came much later. So that is something I still suffer through every once in a while, but they are much later than all the other symptoms. So the bloating, the discomfort, total bloating all the time. I had to be on digestive enzymes big time. I had to watch what I ate. Of course, the weight gain around the midsection that I hadn't experienced before. So all these things are happening, right? And what do? Well, you really, I went on supplements. I saw a naturopath. I got some testing done. I did bioidentical hormones. I did acupuncture. I did energy work. I did so many things because I was always searching for something that was going to make it better. And I think it's really a combination. And I think it's really about finding your truth inside. It's an emotional thing, it's a spiritual thing, and it's a physical change. So there's a lot going on. Have patience. You do get through it. Work through it. Find things that are going to help you. That's what I help women with. So you can check out my programs at dianamarchand.com because we help all of that. And it's really need to change what you eat at this phase too. You will feel amazing when you do. So those are some of the changes to expect. Don't let this freak you out and get worried. Some people don't experience many of these symptoms at all. But if you are experiencing some of these, know it will end. There are things you can do. You're not alone. So many women go through this. I know exactly what you're going through it. I have been through it. Facebook page is Women Creating Healthy Lives with Passion and Purpose. My site, dianamarchand.com. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.